Hi! I was tagged by Wendy's Loving Life to do the five least used luxury items tag. So anyway, I need to choose 5 items that are my least used. And so that's exactly what I'm doing. These are all items that I still love very much. I'm not one to hang on to anything that I don't really want, even if I'm not using it very often. And I'll explain why I'm not using these things when I get to them. So let's just get going. First one of the items that I don't use very often is my Chanel card holder. It's in the black caviar leather. It's absolutely amazing. It has the silver hardware. Love it to pieces. Amazing shape, fabulous. When I first got this, I used it like non-stop for the longest time. And I do use it very often when I use small bags. But generally, my bags haven't been tiny so much, and so I have not been using this in the last probably year or so. I love it. I always want to have it, and I will keep it. But for now, it seems to be my least used, even though it was one of my most used items about a year ago or so. So yeah, this will have to be number 1. Love this lady though, beautiful. So that's number 1. And then my second least used luxury item is by Louis Vuitton. It is the Pochette Accessoire new model in the black epi leather. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. It's the most perfect bag for those times when I'm at an event of some sort where I know I'll be standing there talking to people, standing like, you know, with an hors d'oeuvre or a drink in one hand and meeting people and shaking hands and stuff. It's the perfect bag to just either plop over my shoulder or have it hanging from the crook of my elbow. It just has those few things in it that I need: my cell phone, my keys, and, you know, ID, credit card, whatever, lip gloss. And that way I can go wherever. I've stood outside at concerts with this thing, you know, like in an event kind of a thing under a tent, you know, shaking hands and meeting people and so forth. I've gone, you know, more fancy places with it. It's just kind of that perfect thing that goes, it dresses down, it dresses up, whatever. But, you know, I don't have 1,000 of those events in my life, and sometimes I have a different bag. So, but I do love this. I think it's going to be a forever piece because, I mean, I see no reason why this can't be used forever and ever. I will always find a use for it, but for now, it's been a while since I've used it, and I don't use it very often. So that's number 2 of my least used luxury items. So number 3 would have to be my Neverfull GM. This lovely thing in mono is a gorgeous bag. It's perfect in every way for when you need a giant bag. So don't get me wrong, this is lovely, wonderful, nothing bad to say about it. However, I don't always need an enormous bag. But boy, when I do need it, it's good to have. Still in amazing shape. That's number 3. Number 4, I just grabbed it from back there too, would have to be my Louis Vuitton Delightful PM. This lovely bag is in fact delightful. I do love it. It's in fabulous condition. It's just smushy and slouchy and fits many, many things, and you can either put a little in it or a lot. You know, it doesn't really matter. It's just perfect in every way, and love it. However, I just don't reach for it very often. I don't think I'm wanting to part with it. But of all of these items, if I were to part with one, it would probably be this one. I don't know. It's it's the older model. It doesn't have the little charm thingy that hangs down. But yeah, I love it. I just don't use it very often. So that's number 4. And now, for number 5. Yes, it would definitely be this lovely, lovely bag. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. I love it. It's just I don't reach for it very often, but I'm so happy to have it in my collection. Chanel Jumbo in caviar leather black with the silver hardware. And it is the single flap, which of course you cannot get any longer, so it's not like I could repurchase this easily if I were to get rid of it. It is just so perfect, in my opinion, for a larger, beautiful, classic bag. Black with silver is something that I can use constantly with just about everything. I dress it up, I dress it down. The strap on it is perfect for crossbody. And now that I see it, I'm gonna have to get it out and use it again a little bit because it's just so darn perfect. I absolutely love it. But I don't reach for it, so it has to definitely be in my 5 least used bags, even though it's wonderful. So yeah, these are the bags that I just don't grab very often for various reasons, as I explained. But yeah, so anyway, if you have not done this tag and you have 5 items you can think of that you would like to mention that you just don't use very often but you still have in your collection, please feel free to jump on and do this video, because it is kind of fun to think through your items and decide which ones are the ones you really don't reach for that often. Thank you very much, Wendy, for tagging me. I truly appreciate it, and I will see you guys real soon.